Alrighty guys, so for this video, I had to do it, it's kind of time sensitive because the situation with Lucy. So we're getting ready to go pick up Mama Mia and Lucy's baby from the vet, from them grafting the baby. Well, Lucy decided to reject her baby when it was born. Ergo, we had to kind of decide what we were doing. I really didn't want a bottle baby. So we kind of, as you know, one of my favorite shows says, pivoted and decided that since we had just weaned Rocky, like y'all saw that video, we weaned Rocky from Mama, and we decided to try to graft the foal onto Mama Mia, which is Rocky's mom, because she still had milk because I just weaned her not even 5 days prior to this. Okay, so bottle baby equine are terrible. They don't learn manners, they don't learn respect. They are kind of little just munchkins, honestly. They're just little menace to society, and they just don't understand the manners. Now, he might have been okay because I have other donkeys that he could have, like, you know, socialized with. We fed him, we kept him with others. So it might have been okay, but it was just not something, it is the best thing for him to be raised by a donkey. So Lucy, why did it happen? You know, it's one of those fluke things. It's not super common. It does happen. Other breeders have experienced this issue with her just freaking out and thinking the foal was going to eat her. She would keep him like mid-chest, but anytime he got in her periphery, she would like go to kicking him, us, the wall, the boards, like literally anything. She was so stressed out about it, and most of the time it is chalked up to just these huge hormone fluctuations. It happens in people, it happens in cows, it happens in dogs and cats, and you know, they want to unalive their baby because they just don't understand what it is. They don't understand, like, the whole process was painful, so they associate the baby with the pain, or her udder super painful, they don't want the baby near it, which is why we were trying to milk her out and see if it would settle her. It didn't. So she spent an entire day at the vet's office. They were trying to sedate her, they were milking her colostrum to give to the baby and different things like that. They tried to put the baby on her and she kicked him really hard. So they decided that it was not safe for the baby to be in there with her, even supervised, honestly. So he spent most of the time in the vet's office, walking around the office and, you know, chatting with people. Not really chatting, but he was a favorite there. But they did his IgG test, which is a immunoglobulin test, which means we're checking for passive transfer of antibodies through colostrum of the mom. Okay, this is extremely important because it's not something you can physically see if he's gotten. It has to be a blood test. And so they did the test to see if he got enough colostrum, and I'm happy to report that his IgG was perfect, which means that the vets did an amazing job milking her, getting him colostrum, supplementing colostrum like serum and different things to make sure he got those antibodies. So we're gonna go pick him and his grafted mom up from the vet. So what happened to Lucy? Lucy is currently with one of my trainers, my horse trainer. He has a ton of experience with foaling and different things like that. He used to run a thoroughbred breeding or foaling barn, and he's has her in a stall where it's like sealed so she can't try to climb out or anything crazy, and we're just kind of letting her decompress, not on our farm. I can't have her here when we're trying to bond Mama with the baby. I can't have her hollering. I can't risk putting her in the field with other moms and babes, and I don't know. I have a lot of unanswered questions right now, and we're just doing the best we can with the situation that we have. So she is being looked after by somebody I trust. I'm going to go visit her this week probably. I just haven't had a lot of time between Ethel, who just had her baby, so that'll be the next video. But you know, there's a lot of moving parts here, and we're just trying to manage each one for the best outcome for all three of the animals involved, being Lucy, Mama Mia, and of course the baby. So anywho, we're going to the vet and we're going to pick them up and put them out here, and I'm so excited to have them home.
Good girl. She's good. She's perfect.
She's perfect. If I could pick a donkey, it would have been her. Trade me spots. Trade me spots. Are you ready to go home? Your mama's in the trailer and you get to ride with me. Hey, sweetie. He's like, I've rode in the car before. I'm an experienced car ride donkey, huh? He is out cold. He approves of the car ride, Josh. Alrighty, y'all. Although I don't think this is... Oh, here it is. I guess car rides put all kinds of babies to sleep, even donkeys, because he is passed out. He approves. He's got a little sunbeam. He's got a nice squishy bed. He's loving it. He's not spoiled at all already. Alrighty, we've made it home, so we're just gonna put him and her out in the yard for a little bit. Let her get some grass. Let them get reacquainted now that we're home. Little man does have some laxity in his front legs. They're trying to work with him to get them stronger. We're gonna reassess them in about a week. And then they'll decide if he needs splinted or anything special. But let's get Mama out so she can have a baby. All right, Mama. Hold on, girl. Hold on, girl. All right, you can come and film her getting off. Okay, hold on. Your mommy's coming out in just a second. There's your baby. She's like, oh, there he is. Thank goodness. This is her baby, for sure. We're home. We're home. How about we get some grass and decompress a little? Good job. The baby. There's your baby, yes. She's like, oh, I'm so worried. So we couldn't put him in the back of the trailer with her just because for safety issues, which is why he rode up front, because he's just so delicate and tiny. And just make sure, you know, he was safe the entire time. Good job, buddy. You're walking around really good. Yeah, we're home. We're out of that place. She fully thinks that this is her baby. I guess they took him in to draw his blood and do all of his tests and stuff. And she, you know, screamed the entire time. They had to like immediately take him back out because she kind of lost her mind. So, oh, we need snacks. We need snacks. Oh, Mama's like, I'm assessing. I cannot be whatevered. Oop, we need snack. He's like, I need snacks. Okay. So honestly, I think if we put them in the stall, they're gonna be better. Yep. Ooh, Mama, don't ring around the rosy knee. So we gave Mama some feed. We put her in the stall. Luckily, she's really used to this stall because this is where she had Rocky, raised Rocky, and everything like that. We gave her some food. I'm going to leave her halter on just for today. I'm gonna be home the entire day to watch her so she does, like, make sure it doesn't get stuck or anything freak like that. But honestly, I think once she like settles down, eats some hay, gets really comfortable with being home, she just got trailered here. Her baby was in the truck, you know, a lot of stress. So we're just gonna let her decompress a bit, eat some hay, eat some feed, love on the baby. She's got new neighbors, so you know, all of that. Yes. You're being such a good mama. But she's still very mothering him. I'm not worried about any like regression or anything really. But on the flip side, we still want to make sure he's nursing and stuff. It's going to be so hot. We need to make sure he's not going to get dehydrated. So anywho, I'll keep you all posted on how it goes today. So he is actually nursing on her. This is a sight that we love. She has fully accepted him. She does not care where Rocky is or anything about him. It's like, Rocky who? This is my new baby. You're done. I raised you. Now I'm focusing on this one. Look at him all up under there. He's so short. He has to like really get in there. I mean, he's not as small as Rocky was, but I mean, he's a pretty tiny little dude. So honestly, it's just so funny because he kind of looks like Rocky. So she's probably just like, how did my baby shrink? Or how in the world did this happen? But I didn't have to give birth, so, or maybe she thinks that she kind of did, and she's like, man, this thing just walked right out of me. The easiest thing ever. Who knows? Who knows what they think? But she's doing awesome, and she's letting him eat, and we love that. Now she's super comfortable. She's home, and she'll do that. Everybody's like, why did she move? Because her udder's empty, and it's probably like, all right, sir, you're done. That was her nicely way of saying, go lay down and take a nap. You've had plenty. Your bellies should be full. I'll see you again in an hour, hour and a half. You know? Everybody's like, why does she move? Why doesn't she? She's not just going to stand there 24/7 and let him gorge himself, you know? So that's something people need to realize is mama says you're done. See? She said no, politely. And that's just how animals, she doesn't have hands. She doesn't have whatever to tell him, I'm sorry, you're done, you know? She's just like, nope, I'm not going to stand for you. You got an itch on your booty? Good girl, mama. Good girl, mama. Yeah. So he's kind of getting tired. He's probably going to lay down and take a nap. That was a big drink for a little guy. You got to realize their stomach is like probably the size of a walnut, right? He don't need a lot to fill him up. This is all we do right now, huh, buddy? I know. I'm probably going to take her halter off. She's settled pretty good. She's been wearing it for a couple of days. Can I take your halter off, mama? I don't really feel like she needs it. She's really easy to catch. Well, I say that. She's really usually easy to catch. So I'm just going to take her halter off. She's a good girl. You're a good girl. Yeah, get that off of you. You've been wearing it for a few days. You say hi to Lainey? So anyways, we got her food. And hey, the baby's here. Saying hi to Lainey. So, anywho, seems to be going well. Oh, she says, this is my baby, get away. All right, let's do an update. It is hot as can be out here in Ohio. But little fella is doing wonderful. He's nursing. I've creeped on him on the camera all day. He's doing wonderful. I think this was a successful bringing him home. Yes, it is very hot right now, but we got fans going in here to make sure that they 100% are cooled down. And little guy, when I walked over here, he was trotting around in the stall. So, you know, he's doing really good. I think all in all, now that we got him, hi mama. She's like, this is about me. This is my story. She's like me. I'm the model. And as long as her milk is in pretty good and stuff, I think we should be good on. I'm not so sure I'm gonna have to supplement him much with a bottle, to be honest. See, she pushes him around. She's like, hey, you, get a move on. Get a move on, you know. Making sure he's all right. She sniffs on him. You'll probably see him try to nurse right now because she kind of like is wanting him to. Maybe she is. She's like, I don't know. It's like, it's hot, guys. But he is not acting like a baby that's dehydrated or not been eating. And like I said, we're going to monitor his legs. We're going to see what they look like next week after he gets some strength and gets some, like, you know, really good nutrition going and all of those things. But yes. So as some of you know, he has a roommate who's over there. So if y'all are worried about him having a friend his own size, I don't think you got to worry because baby number 2 made his debut. Sometimes you can I'll just pet mama. He'll probably go to town on feeding. He's a nursing champion. There he goes. She's doing so well with him too. But he gets right up in there. He gets latched on there. There he goes. Or he was. And he may have just got done eating. I don't know. He's kind of like half trying, honestly. When he wants to eat, he's like about pushing her over. So there's a good chance he already ate before I came out here. Huh, Mama? Her milk's coming in really good. So she's on a medicine to make her milk come in even more, so I have to give it to her tonight. And then I'm also, you know, obviously going to feed her up pretty good and make sure she has plenty of nutrition. But yeah, she's definitely taken to the baby. All is good here. And he's doing great. So I hope you guys keep up with his story, because this is just the beginning, you know. Anywho, we are pretty pleased with how it's all turning out, and this little love bug is doing so good. He's a little spicy. Oh, now we just gotta name you. We gotta figure out what your name is. Yeah, got a nice strong name, huh? So anyways, I hope you guys have a wonderful day like we are here, and stay cool, because it's freaking hot out. Alrighty guys, I hope you guys enjoyed that video. It's been a very stressful situation and a weird situation that we kind of just had to pivot on, right? If you guys watch the show Friends, pivot. You know, we were trying to do what was best for Lucy, his birth mom, Mama Mia, and the baby. Bottle-fed equine are not a good idea, ever. And if we can prevent that and have another mom take him on because his mom is just not up to it, that's what we're going to do, and that's the best outcome for the baby. So stay tuned to watch his journey progress, and I'm happy to announce that our next video, if you hit subscribe, you're going to see Ethel and her full birth and what it should actually look like, because she is an excellent mom. Spoiler alert. And I hope you guys enjoy that, and I hope you tune in for the next one, because we have a lot going on at the farm this time of year.